Away for the homecoming fight. Obviously, homecoming for you guys. Richardson, not from here, but still a brother of Tank's. You was in camp with him the entire time. Just break down the work that you guys got in the gym this camp, because I mean I saw like small footages, clips here and there, but I'm sure that doesn't do it justice. All the sweat, the tears, the blood that go in that. Talk to us about camp and what that was like to be in camp with Tank.
Man, it was crazy. We had probably like a military camp for real. I'm not even gonna lie, our camp was crazy. You know, training twice a day, all the sparring that we did. It was crazy, but you know, it was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears going into this camp, and coming from out of this camp. You know, we ready.
It's funny you say military. I saw some clips of like, it was like circuit training, and somebody get done on one station and
go
move
to the
on
next.
To the
yeah.
It was very. I mean, I'm in the military, so it was a very military basis when you say that. Obviously not the first time you've been in camp with Tank, but what was the meaning behind knowing that you're gonna fight on the homecoming undercard? Was it? It had to been an extra little.
Yeah, it's historical. It was a beautiful meaning to me. You know, me being on this undercard. You know, we came up together in the amateurs. You know, went to the same school and everything. So just for me to be on this undercard back here in our hometown is wonderful.
So what was that work like, man? I mean, you done got work everywhere, obviously, New York, Vegas. What was the work like at Upton? Like getting that work in Take?
One thing that stood out was the heat. The heat in the gym, it was grueling. So every workout, it kind of made it 10 times harder. But just being around the atmosphere, being with Malik, Kareem, Lil Malik, Tank, everybody, Coach Kenny, they just always push us. And what I love about the gym is that my coach sent me over to them, but the coaches treated me like I was one of their own. They wasn't over there watching Malik hit the bag, and I'm over there just doing my own thing. Eyes was on me, just like how it was on their own fighters. So I appreciate that, and just the sparring was great. I got like a whole bunch of looks. I got a tall guy, I got a young, hungry fighter. We had Kareem, he could press, he could box you. Tank, smart and technical. So my game is just gonna be elevated for this fight.
Right now, you talk about the heat. I hear that it get up to usually 90, 91 degrees in the gym, plus the heat outside with the humidity. Mentally, how was you able to overcome that, right? Because I'm sure it was times, you know, shortness of breath, you exhausted, but obviously y'all keep going. You gotta keep going. How was you able to overcome that?
Mentally, you just gotta keep going. The coaches is screaming at you. And you see the other fighters pushing through it, so you don't want to look like a chump and give up. So you gotta just keep going. But every day mentally, I come in the gym, and I just know, it's just like, damn, I gotta go work out in this heat. But it is what it is. It's just like, I mean, if we could do it in there, I know Saturday night the arena is gonna be a breeze for us.
One thing I saw also, late night runs. It seemed like that was a big thing in camp. Obviously, that's stuff too. The late night runs. What's that like to? You know, a lot of competitiveness between y'all, like saying who can finish the run first, or typically what are those runs like? Because I mean, y'all putting in 5-6 miles each run, right?
Yeah, I remember the first night me and Tank was running, and I start going, and then I remember the face. I run fast, so I remember the face was fat, like my body felt different, like from regular. I'm like in a mile in, and I'm like, yo, this how motherfuckers run out here? And then we start slowing down, and then once the run was over, we was like, yo, we gotta slow down with each other, because we too competitive, because we were trying to push each other, but like we burning ourselves out just trying to keep up with each other, but it pushed us to our limit, so it was great for us. The runs, everything was great. The sparring was really was big for me. That's one thing that really helped me out with this camp.
Hey, he just summed it up. He summed everything up. You know, the runs and everything. You know, sometimes running at night, we wouldn't really run that hard because, you know, we still in Baltimore City. It's still crazy. But one thing that stood out for me for the runs, though, we'll run from, like, I think east to west, right? Yeah.
But running through the city, like, I grew up with Tank, but, like, I never been in Baltimore. I did camp in Baltimore, but it was like from Virginia to Baltimore and then go back, or Tank would come out there. But the running through the city and just seeing where Tank come from, it just like motivated me. It really like made me feel happy for him, as like it made me feel happy for him even more, because it's like I'm from the hood, I'm from the slums, but from Baltimore, it's like you seeing zombies, and just to overcome that, it's like wonderful. It's amazing.
One thing I wanted to bring up, I was out to eat with Erickson Lubin last weekend, and we was talking about like the up and coming prospects. And he swore to God, he like, yo, ain't nobody fucking with Africa, ain't nobody fucking. And he FaceTimed you right there on the spot, like, yo, tell him you. And it's just funny because I speak to a lot of these other fighters, and they speak so highly on you. You talked about sparring with Tank. I know you sparred with a lot of other big names. You sparred with AD, you sparred with Devin Haney. Do you feel like stepping in the ring with Tank, granted sparring is sparring, but do you feel like that was the best sparring you done got so far?
It's everybody's great in their own way. Like Devin Haney pushed me, Terrence Crawford pushed me. I had that, like growing up around like Shakur. He always had that mindset to spar anybody in the top competition. Like Coach K would always put us versus guys that was like on a whole different level from us. So like it's something that's installed in me to spar the best that's out there. So it's not like it ain't nothing that I never seen, but it was definitely something that keep me sharp and keep my game elevating. Like you ain't gonna walk in any boxing gym and see a Tank Davis. So it was definitely good.
But you fighting at 140. Every fighter you just named is bigger than Tank. So how would you say, you know, granted it's bigger gloves, but how would you say his power matches up to the likes of, you know, what you remember from sparring the Terrence Crawford and the Devin Haney and names like that?
Yeah, the Tank is definitely one of the hardest punches I sparred. I sparred a lot of big punches. Terrence Crawford could spar, Ivan Baranchik could hit, Terrence could hit, Tank definitely could hit. Like, I'm the first time he's sparring Tank. What makes Tank different ain't about how he hit, it's how accurate he is. He know how to place his shots and he know how to pick. He know how to throw the right shots at the right time. So that's what it's kind of tricky. He kind of make you gun shy because you don't want to just make a mistake and get pay for it.
What have you guys noticed about Tank since you know him since he was smaller? Like in terms of evolution, what have you seen in his style from back in the amateur days to more modern times? Him being a two-time champ.
Me sparring him when he was getting ready for the first world title fight. And when I first sparred him, he was kind of more aggressive. So he'll try to fight you more. So it'll give you opportunity to pick off certain shots on him. But now as he got older, he's more wiser, he's more patient, and he's more setting up different things. So I kind of see him grow from that.
Malik, you done got more rounds with him than Richardson. I mean, just being in there with him since you was a kid, right?
Yeah.
Since you was a kid. How can well, actually, this is the UN Coach Kenny. How would y'all say that he's developed throughout the years? I mean, I know that's a very, very broad question, but how would you say he's developed?
Mentally, he's learning how to work round for round without getting his sparring partners out of there. At one time, he wouldn't put the rounds in; he would just get you straight out of there. But now, he's learning how to get more rounds in.
Would you say that's a good thing though? Because I mean, if he's able to get you out of there, shouldn't he do that?
Not in the sparring session. Get the rounds in and learn and teach each other.
Yeah, because sometimes you want to be able to get the rounds. So if you've got a 12-round fight, you want to be able to go 12 rounds. You need to know that your fighter can do 12 rounds strong. If he sparring and he keeps stopping this dude in the second round, we don't know what's going to happen in the 6th round. We don't know what's going to happen in the 5th round. We don't know what's going to happen in the 8th round. So sometimes it's best for him not to stop the dudes.
Malik and Coach Kenny, let us know what it means to you as a fighter, you as a coach, to have, you on the undercard and you have several fighters on the undercard, given these fighters' backgrounds, given the situation that the city is currently in, right? For Tank to bring such an event and for your gym to have so many fighters on the undercard, what's that mean?
The whole event bring revenue to the city, and it shows the city that we can come together as one and show unity, and give the kids that's coming behind them hope. They see that it can be done now, and that motivates them to stay in the gym.
Yeah, it mean a lot. It mean a lot to me as a fighter. Being on this card, being on the historic card back here in Baltimore, because coming up from where I came from, we really didn't have nobody. We really didn't have nobody, to look up to, and the dudes that we did look up to, they was in the gym for a minute, then went to the street, or now they either did or in jail. So for him to show the growth and the consistency to stay in the gym, and become a world champion and bring something back here to Baltimore is historic, and I'm grateful.
One thing I really find just eye-catching, you always do, you post videos on your Facebook page, the little ones outside the gym.
The baby.
They ain't even in the gym, they outside the gym on the sidewalk.
Come here. It's one of them right here.
It's my protege right here.
Yeah, I seen him working earlier.
One-time national champion right here.
What's your name?
Samari Everett.
How old are you?
I'm 12 years old. I fight 70 pounds.
70 pounds. So he's one of the fighters that
These
I've
two
seen.
on the sidewalk.
Right, on the sidewalk in front of the gym. Just
Spawn with no headgear. And what that does, if you can spawn with no headgear and you put a headgear on in the actual fight, there's no fear.
Yeah,
There's no fear. We're going to get whatever the award is. We're going to get it.
I've seen the boys just like the girls.
I like your shirt.
You know, outside of sparring,
Exactly.
the girls get down too. Can you talk to us real quick about Mia?
Mia.
We'll pick it up.
So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.